Poland. Today on our SM Consultancy Agency channel we have an interview with a nursing student from WSEI University, of whom we are the official partner. Thank you tonight for finding time for establishing this meeting. I would like us to talk about a bit of your experience here with Poland, a bit of your experience with this university, Lublin, and maybe you could tell more your fellow Zimbabweans about advantages and disadvantages of coming here and doing the nursing degree at this particular university.
My pleasure.
Thank you. If I understand correctly, you study nursing, right?
Yes.
And then which semester are you on?
I'm now in fourth semester.
First semester. And which experience do you have now with the university and with this degree particularly?
I can say the university is okay, and I think I feel like come to WSEI University because it's so easy for us to conduct practicals and we have a lot of facilities, and even the simulation room is, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Okay. What about Lublin as a city? Is it a good city to live in? Is it a bad city to live in? What about the general costs? The people, the food. What has been your experience with Poland so far?
Right now I can say the cost of living is not that high. It's affordable. And
affordable. Can you talk a bit more in figures, like US or Euro or Zimbabwean currency?
I can use Polish currency.
Okay.
But comparing to
tell us in Polish currency, how much monthly do you roughly spend?
Approximately around 250 zloty.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
it includes what? 250 zloty?
I mean for food only.
For food only. And then accommodation?
And then for accommodation I need something like 650 zloty.
Okay.
Including bills, because my accommodation is not that expensive.
Okay, that's your option.
Yeah, it's not too fancy.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And maybe including bus tickets and some stuff. I think most probably I use something like 1,000 zloty.
I think many fellow Zimbabweans, many people from Zimbabwe coming here, they are a bit worried about maybe quality of studies during pandemic, and also online studies and how everything looks, because like the pandemic has complicated a lot of things. So how does it look now for students of WSEI to study during these times?
Actually, I can say the pandemic disturbed our schedule, because we're supposed to go for practicals at the hospitals. By the times we are just using the simulation room for study, like for our practicals, because we can't conduct practical lessons at big hospitals because we have to go through the COVID testing and so right now I can say we are still having practicals and we are still having normal studies, but it's not like we are now going to the hospital. We are now using the university facilities. So lucky enough, the university has a lot of facilities.
Do you think that the university, and particularly the offered degree, do you think the university staff manages it well during pandemic and during time of online studying? What has been your experience with it so far?
From my experience, I think it was quite difficult the first days because we were not used to the system. But after a while, we then get to it, and now I can say we can. It's no longer like the first days. So I see some improvements, and I think the system is now better.
Also the thing is that that many nursing prosperous nursing students would like to know is regarding their future employment possibilities. What do you think of that? Have you had any offers so far, or is that something also you planning to work with? Because in my opinion, nursing degree is in the demand in Europe. However, one also should meet some requirements, as you know. What's your take on that?
On that one, I can say a lot of people are quite curious.
Okay.
Even me, I'm not so sure if I will manage to get a job in Poland because.
Would you like to get one after graduation?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So
That's good.
there is a language barrier,
Okay.
which is Polish, but we are working on it.
Okay.
So I strongly believe that if once you pass Polish, you can get employed in Poland. But I don't know people who, like from those who finish, I don't know anyone who managed to get a job in Poland.
Okay.
So we are looking forward to something better. Maybe something better will come up.
That's interesting. And then, which subjects do you have in nursing in particular? Are there any subjects that you are interested in particular, or are there any subjects that you don't like, maybe?
Okay, I like a lot of action. I like a lot of practice.
Okay.
So
Let's say you offer a lot of practice. Is it like, can you say that like it focuses on practicality of studies and the students being exposed to as much practice as possible?
yeah, I can say like nursing basics.
Okay.
I think that area is I really like this because like they will be showing us what we are going to do in future, and you feel like you are now working on your future profession.
I see.
So I think that's the subject that I like the most.
All right. Thank you, Tinai, for taking time and for sharing us your experience. It's been a pleasure meeting you, and it will be also our pleasure if you could share about more of your experience on other topics as well. Thank you so much.
Alright, you're welcome.